So I'm going to give one more thing, which is I wanted to show you this sequence thing, and then I'll shut the heck up for today. One of the things that people have a lot of problems understanding is when does the create happen versus the will enter, or did exit versus the will exit from another scene. And so there's a two event sequence sampler out here, and what it does is it starts off with a start button, which once you press it, it will load scene 1. And when it does that, right on the screen, it's going to print out the sequence of events that occurred for scene 1. It created scene 1, then the will enter event happened, and then the did enter event happened. Then it's got some buttons. Oh, and it's got a label at the top to tell you where you're at. So we're in scene 1. I can click on scene 2. It's going to load scene 2. Puts a little separator here, and it says will exit scene 1, create scene 2, will enter scene 2, did enter scene 2, did exit scene 1. So for those of you out there who are like, which one comes first? Here, just use this, run it a couple times, and it'll all become clear. Now if we go back to scene 1, will exit scene 2, will enter scene 1, did enter scene 1, did exit scene 2. Just what you would expect. The creation has already been done. The scene did not get destroyed. Therefore, no more creates will be called. Not for scene 1 or scene 2. If we do the overlay, then we get a create and a will enter overlay, did enter overlay. Now this is interesting. What about the exits? We did not exit scene 1. It's still there. Therefore, none of the exits get called.
It's funny because I remember doing this exact same thing with storyboard. I remember going through
Everybody has to do this once.
yeah. Otherwise, yeah, you just don't
Which way does it
get
happen?
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I typed this idea from an app that I made for storyboard to answer a question very long ago. Except this one's a little bit better. It's funny. Two of the examples that I made for the show today were examples that I made a long time ago, but because the code has gotten better, it was easier to put these things together in a much more accessible visual format where I could put the thing right on the screen and people could see what was going on. And anyways.